Saludos. Well. Looks like somebody got their big, fat fucking mouth shut. Well, not really, but they got humbled. A little bit. Well, y'all know what happened. We all know what he did. We all know what he said. So now, I'd like to give you all an opportunity, especially those of you that are on the newly crowned, undisputed UFC lightweight champion Charles Oliveira side. I want those of you that were on the Oliveira side, I want to give you all the opportunity to roast me a little bit and give me some shit. I'm not ducking the smoke. I never have. I never will. That's what I'm here for, man. It's fun for everybody. I'm going to talk my shit every single fucking week. If I'm right, I'm going to fucking laugh in your face. If I'm wrong, you can laugh in my face. That's what this is here for. All right? So do your worst. I hope y'all doing well, man. It's just my 2 cents. It's fucking Monday afternoon, getting into Monday evening on the Eastern Seaboard. It's a nice day outside. I was outside for a little bit today. It's a real nice day, man. This is like Southern California weather. It's real nice, boys. I hope y'all doing well. It's Monday. We're in the aftermath of fallout of UFC 262. Let's talk about it, man. I got a lot of answering to do, boys. I got a lot of explaining to do. We'll talk about it. You want to see him? You want to see a man get his mouth stuffed full of crow? You come. Look no further. Well, as I'm one to do after every card, I'm going to go through the card, tell you what I got right, tell you what I got wrong, mostly wrong this week. I'll eat my crow. Y'all can give me some shit. We'll talk about what happened at 262. We'll talk about what happens with the lightweight division moving forward. And then we'll just talk about whatever the fuck you want to. So, yeah, let me have it, man. You see the fucking avatar. You see my name. That's what I did. Right there, that's what I did. We'll talk about that, man. You know what? Let's just talk about that. Well, I want to talk about it first, but I want to give the people that I know really want to bust my balls. I want to give them a chance. So I'm gonna build it up a little bit, man. This is what I do every week. I'll just start going through the card. Yeah, get about 5 or so people in here and we can talk about the main event. Before I get too far ahead of myself, I want to give a shout out to the season 3 Mecha champion, Bipolar Nobody, aka Bipolar Chris, aka Darth Maul. He was kind enough to have me on his stream that he was doing a little earlier. So make sure you guys go check that out. Toxic Jedi is the name of his YouTube channel, I believe. Correct me in the chat if I'm wrong and let all the people know. But I'm pretty sure it's the Toxic Jedi on YouTube. But Chris, appreciate you having me on stream. Yeah, man. And yeah, shout out to the Rabid Dog himself. Shout out to Mr. Arkansas. Season 4 of his mecha competition will be going down soon, boys. It's just around the corner. Yours truly has been pulled out of retirement. I will be in season 4. And we will talk about that more and more as it approaches. But UFC 262 went down. As I am one to do, I ran my fucking mouth about it. And I ate a bunch of shit, and I'm gonna eat this crow today dutifully. If I can get my goddamn computer to fucking load up, pull up this card here. I want to get all the stats and shit right. So, dude, just a few minutes, bud. You are just in time. So, dude. How are you, my friend? My phone doing this weird shit. Yeah, man, my phone, my computer. Yeah, the technology, it has never really been my friend, but yeah, my shit's been screwed lately. Twitter was weird a couple weeks ago. But yeah, I bit it. Oh yeah, and shout out to all the boys at Pub Sports Radio. They do a great fight companion. Man, big shout out to Preston, man, the VP. Preston does a great play-by-play commentary, man. I love how excited and intense he gets during the commentary, man. I really enjoy that. So yeah, shout out to him. Shout out to everyone at Pub Sports Radio. I was definitely there for that. And god damn, I was fucking eating it bad. So yeah, I went 5-7. That is by far my worst showing this year. It's the first, I think, negative. I had a couple 6-6 cards, but this is my worst. But I'm gonna talk about, man. I'm gonna go through the whole fucking thing, and yeah, there could not have been a more fitting ending for a big mouth talking shit about Charles Oliveira than what happened in the main event of UFC 262. So, yeah, yep, y'all see it. Y'all know what I said. Y'all know what I did. Let me have it, boys. I deserve it. That's what I fucking get. Me and my big fucking mouth. Never learn, never will. You know, it is what it is. My God, with this fucking computer. All right, here we go. The first fight started off good. I picked Sean Soriano. He started off doing well. He was piecing Christos Giagos up, man. He was looking real good on the feet. And then he got submitted in the second round. So fuck me, right? Right off the bat, just here you go, 2 cents. Go fuck yourself. So that sucked right off the bat. The second fight is, I think, one of the only bright spots I had, man. One of the only. It's not even really worth trying to glean anything from this fucking card. It's a nightmare, dude. Still loading up because my computer sucks. Went 5-7 too, but I was happy to get the last 2 fights correct. That always does feel good, man. Even if you don't do that well, to get the co-main and the main event right. Like if I had gotten the main event right and I gone 5-7, I would have been okay with it. But that was just that was the cherry on top, man. The shit cherry, Rick. All right, here we go. UFC Sketty. Sorry, just waiting for this to load up here. Yeah, I was feeling good about my Soriano pick until he got fucking choked out with, what was it? Is that the was that the Darce or the Anaconda? Can't remember. He got one of them. Darce or Anaconda did. My God, with this fucking slow ass computer. Need to fucking defrag it. But no, that's not what I want. I want that. But yeah. The one fight, I don't know if I'm going in order or not, but I'll just talk about this fight. The one that I did get kind of right, that I actually called right to a fucking T, was Priscilla Cachoeira defeating Gina Mazzani. On Tapology, it was my second week doing Tapology. Of course, had a fucking not that great of a debut with 5-4, and then I went 5-7 this week. But I did get that one exactly right. I called the knockout in the second round. But Gina Mazzani is not very good. So that's nothing to fucking really brag about or write home about. God damn. Okay, here we go. Skipped over it. All right. All right. Finally, the computer is working. Now, no, went out of order. Oh yeah, and I skipped over an important one, man. So hey, shout out to the hometown hero, man. Motherfucking Tucker Lutz putting on for the DMV, showing up and showing out, defeating Kevin Aguilar by unanimous decision, making a big old splash for Ground Control Baltimore. The only MMA gym I have ever stepped foot inside of, and actually done a few training courses or classes in, whatever. Yeah, man. So shout out to Ground Control, putting Ground Control on the map, man. It's awesome. That's what's up, man. But yeah, Tucker Lutz got it done. He looked good on the feet. He looked good in the grappling. He looked good everywhere. So yeah, shout out to him, man. But yeah, I'm not going to spend too much time big upping myself because I really did not do well. But yeah, I was definitely happy to see that and looking forward to his next fight. But yeah, that's what's up. That was really cool. So yeah, shout out to him. And yeah, that Cachoeira was the next fight. So yeah, she knocked out Gina Mazzani. Called that one pretty well. But then yeah, here we go. Now, Antonina Shevchenko versus Andrea Lee. I think it's fair to say that Antonina Shevchenko is not even close to as good a fighter as her sister. Like, and I made this mistake. I've made it more than once, but I'm like, oh, well, you know, her sister's Valentina. She can't be that much worse. No, she is. And not that she's bad. She's not a bad fighter. But, man, like, you're getting outstruck by Andrea Lee, and then you just get dominated like that and fucking just armbarred brutally. Man, I was irritated with myself. But yeah, shout out to Andrea Lee, man. She fucking fed me some crow. I can't keep doing that, man. I can't keep fucking making these picks based off like stupid intangibles like that. And I don't normally fall for that shit. I don't normally do that shit. But for some reason with Antonina, I kind of run into it sometimes. Because Valentina's so fucking good. It's like, you gotta be training with her. Yo. I do that dumb shit, man. And I paid for it. So that's what I fucking get. Man, this one, I'm not even going to front like, oh, man, I should have seen this coming. Because I did say some shit like on Friday. Like, I think that Jordan Wright gets a bad rap. Like, I think he's like a nice kid and like he's a good kid, but he's a good dude. Like, he's a respectful martial artist. He's a good-hearted dude. At least he seems like that. But yeah, it turns out he's actually kind of dangerous. So with all that being said, I did not see him taking care of Jamie Pickett. Jamie Pickett's really fucking tough. He's not a super great fighter, but one thing he has been is tough, and no one's knocked him out yet, except motherfucking Jordan Wright. Dude, that shit where they will just not give up on that takedown while the dude is elbowing them in the side of the head. How many motherfuckers are going to have to get hurt and knocked out by that for people to learn? When you are diving for a fucking takedown with someone against the fence and you don't get it, fucking let it go, man. Indiana, let it go. Let that motherfucker go. Break free. You got him against the fence. Might as well strike him against the fence. Strike with him. I don't know why they just like, desperate, just won't give up that takedown. There's whack, 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 just elbow, elbow, elbow. How many people have got knocked out by that shit? Fuck, dude. Crazy, man. Salud. General in the building. There's your season 2 winner right there. I have to eat Major Crow here because I was big on Soriano. I was too, man. I was too. Hey, you're not the only one eating crow here, brother. Guy, he won, dude. He had it won. He couldn't stop the one. Like, that's all it took, man. Right? Like, all it took was one fucking takedown. Salud. Got sucked in again. No, dude. I know, man. Hey, yeah, shout out. Well, he called that one, Bo. Fuck, dude. But how you doing, Billy? Fuck, man. I'm eating it, man. I'm still picking fucking crow out of my teeth. I'll be doing it the rest of the week, boys. But yeah, man. All right. So I got to give some credit to Jordan Wright, dude, because yes, that is just such a low IQ move from Jamie Pickett. He's not even close to the first one that's done it, but it's just like, if you're not getting that takedown, god damn, let it go, dude. But anyway, he didn't do it, man. And Jordan Wright just just right in the side of his head, man. Hurt him bad. And dude, hey, I'll tell you what Jordan Wright did show. If you get hurt by Jordan Wright, look the fuck out. Look the fuck out as if it's Randy dropping his fucking pants. When you see the pants go down, look the fuck out because it's about to be a fight. You see Jordan Wright, you get hurt with Jordan Wright, look the fuck out because you might get about to be knocked the fuck out. Because that's exactly what happened. He did not let up. He was relentlessly in pursuit of that knockout, and he fucking got him, man. He's the first person to knock out Jamie Pickett. So, yeah, man, gotta put some respect on the fucking Beverly Hills Ninja, dude. I'll tell you what, man. After what happened to him with Fluffy and Buckley and like that weird fight with Villanueva, like I would not have thought that he was going to be the first guy to knock out Jamie Pickett and right the ship like that, man. But shout out to him, man. He fucking he fucking did it, dude. What can you fucking say, dude? Shit. All right, here we go. Shout out to the Beverly Hills Ninja. Got to eat the crow there. Lando Venata versus Mike Grundy. Well, here's some more crow. One good turn deserves another, as Mr. Zvenning would say. Here we go. Well, I don't remember exactly how I scored it round for round, but I remember thinking that Lando was the rightful winner. I do remember that. I remember thinking that Lando was the rightful winner. He outstruck Grundy by a wide margin. Grundy only got 3 takedowns out of 20 attempts. They say that stuffing takedowns doesn't count for something, but dude, if that doesn't show you like Lando's takedown was so much more significant than Mike Grundy's. Like he just slammed him on the ground, dude. So yeah, Lando is the rightful winner for sure. I can't remember if I scored a round I think I might have given 1 round to Grundy, but I can't really remember. It doesn't matter. When that fight was over, I was like, yeah, Lando definitely got that one. And there's some more crow for your boy. I'm chomping on it, man. Still got that shit in my teeth from this weekend, dude. I'll have it in my teeth all fucking week. But here we go. Yeah, so there's some more crow. I'm gonna try and get through these a little bit quicker so we can get to the big piece, the big, really gnarly, hard to chew on, hard to swallow piece. Want to really dive into that one. But man, I did call Andre Muniz finishing Jacare in the first round. I did not. Excuse me. I did not think that it was going to be snapping his fucking arm. What do they call that? The femora or whatever that fucking bone is, the upper part of the arm bone. That motherfucker. Yeah, Andre Muniz. Yeah, like that was fucking gnarly, dude. People were saying this, and it's true. Like, I agree with everyone that said this. I didn't fucking make this up at all. Like, someone else came up with this, but it's true to me. He's like a fucking reptile, dude. He really is. Like, it's that crocodilian shit where, like, you see crocodiles, they'll get into a fight with each other, and one of them will just like rip the other one's leg off, and then they'll just be like just go on like nothing happened. Like the dude will just turn around, just go back to fucker, or like he'll start eating his own leg or some shit. Like, he just didn't react to it. Like, he didn't react to it like a normal human being. And shout out to Jack Attack. He pointed this out, and it's like he did that in a jiu-jitsu match too, where he just like he got his arm broken, and then he just like tucked it into his like gi, and went on and just like finished the match, and then he like won a decision. So like dude, there's certain people, man. The pain threshold is real, and some people their tolerance for pain is just different. It's just different, man. Like, he got his arm snapped in half, and he was just pissed. Like, he was just pissed he couldn't keep fighting. He's like, "What the fuck?" He was just like, I'll just tuck it in my shorts, dude. What the fuck? Just let me keep fighting." You know what I'm saying? Like, he just didn't he didn't react like a normal person would react. Like a normal person, you get your arm broken. Even if you were in shock, you'd just be like, "Oh, hey." And then as soon as it hit you, oh, like it would be so like, what? Like, you just didn't even just like, you're just like hanging there, just like, oh, he was just pissed that he couldn't keep fighting. He's just a different human being, man. But yeah, Muniz is a motherfucker. Andre Muniz is a motherfucker. That wasn't doing some crazy Kevin Holland shit where he's just like knocking him out from his guard, but that was straight up just like Brazilian jiu-jitsuing Jacare. Like, he beat him with Brazilian jiu-jitsu, not with some like, oh, Kevin Holland figured out the cheat code to, use MMA grappling to surpass traditional Brazil. No, that was just like, he just out grappled Jacare and broke his fucking arm. Like, Muniz is fucking dangerous. So look out for Andre Muniz, man. I'm not saying he's gonna be future champion, but he gets a couple more wins, man. He's gonna be in that top 10, top 5 discussion. So yeah, the whole narrative behind that fight has been how fucking like reptilian Jacare is, and it is crazy. It's gnarly as fuck. But I think being lost in all this is how much of a fucking beast Andre Muniz is. So I just want to make sure that credit is given to him, as well as, and Jacare deserves all the credit in the world for being just a fucking reptilian mutant. But yeah, Andre Muniz is the one that did that to him, and he was pretty fucking like, he's like the opposite, and he's way more towards the Damian Maya end of a jiu-jitsu than fucking Husamar Palhares. Like that's he let go immediately. He's like, yeah, man, I broke his arm. Like, I saw, like, he fucking no, like y'all heard how loud that mother, like, but Neil Daryush was talking about how when he broke Tony's arm, or popped Tony's knee, he was like, it popped, and it popped loud. Like, I didn't hear that. I heard that motherfucker. Like, when they did the replay, it was crack. It's a crack. Like, and he let go immediately. So yeah, he's very respectful, and he's a fucking monster with jiu-jitsu. So yeah, look out for Muniz, man. Look out for Andre Muniz. So we got going on the chat. So we got going on the chat right here. Around here. Lost a decent amount of money on that fucking Pickett guy. He added to, man. I couldn't believe that. I gotta give credit to the ninja, though, man. Gotta give fucking credit to the Beverly Hills Ninja. Grundy fucking sucks. I can't believe he's like, it's weird because how old is he? How old is he? It's weird because, god damn it. I'm getting very frustrated. Mike Grundy. My computer is a piece of shit. No, I just need to clean it up a little bit. I'm not going to do it right now because I'm not good enough at multitasking. If I do something like that, I have all my attention has to be dedicated towards it. I can't do that kind of shit, two things at once. I'm just not smart enough for that. But let me just check the chat questions if I'm studying I know, dude. It's like, wow, dude, it's crazy. And I get, dude, I hate that. How frustrating is it to do all this tape study? You think you have the right reads. You're like, oh man, this is how this guy reacts to this certain type of strike. This is how they react to takedowns. This is what this guy does well. Like, this is just a tailor-made matchup, blah, 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 blah. And then the complete or it's actually going the way like the Soriano fight, or like the main event, for instance, like, oh man, this is going good. It's like, and then it's just like, nah, it doesn't matter. Like, no matter how much, sometimes it just doesn't fucking matter, man. Man, this fucking slow as Christ computer is really just getting my goat, boys. It's really getting to me. But anyway, Pickett getting knocked out in round one. Venata showing his best takedown defense of his life. Yeah, no, Venata just looking like a fucking world beater. He looks like just absolute hot dog duty against fucking Bobby Green. And then fucking like Mike Grundy, who I actually think is a decent prospect. Like, he just styles and profiles on Mike Grundy. It's like, god damn, man. Like, Lando is so hard to trust. I see the name Lando Venata and I just get angry because I'm just like, I don't know what this motherfucker's going to do. I don't know which version of him I'm going to get, because he's always now he's in that territory where he's always going to be kind of matched up with guys that are like about his level. You know what I'm saying? Like a little Charlie Kelly, like, you know, like I don't know. Yeah, like that. Yeah, they're all going to be like, they're not going to be matchups where it's like you're going to instantly be like, oh yeah, well, Venata's going to smoke that dude, or oh yeah, Venata's going to get crushed. Like, they're always going to kind of be like, oh, that's a tough matchup. Like, I don't really know. Like, I just fucking hate seeing his name. I hate it. I don't like it. Yeah. What's up, Jimmy? Yeah, he was just like, oh, yeah, whatever. Like, he's just like smiling, like, yeah, y'all know how I do with my crocodile shit, not caring about broken limbs, and just like, he just should start eating it like a fucking crocodile. Fucking crazy, man. It's just wild. Well, there he is. Irregardless says, fuck all that. Jordan Wright is a jobber. I'm fading him against anyone halfway good. I had a strong feeling Muniz would win. Yeah, he is, man. Yeah, I mean, he is like but that's who they're gonna give him now. Like, they're just gonna give him more like better versions of Jamie Pickett, you know, like but yeah, you're right. But I mean, like, I don't know. I think he's going to be another one of those guys. Like, he's constantly just kind of like right in there. He's not that good, but like he'll do like better than you expect. Sometimes I hate that trying to pick that kind of fighter. Yeah, for sure. You mean with Jacare? Yeah, definitely. Okay. But anyway, I think I was just for Mike Grundy, like, okay, so he's a good wrestler. The cardio, the defense, I don't know, man. I don't know what it is. Like, but if you think about it, like, look who Grundy has been fighting. I know it sounds weird to say this, but Lando Venata was almost a bit of a step up for him. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's like Lando isn't that good, but he has fought just like, maybe it wasn't a huge step up for him, but Grundy was a step down for Lando as far as level of competition. Like, Lando's might not have beaten him, but he's fought way better competition than Mike Grundy. So, you know, maybe there's something to be said for that. Okay, let me see if that helped. But yeah, tough to say where Grundy goes from here. I'd be interested to see what Jackie Boyce has to say about that, because he's not like, it's not like he got like, he did clearly lost, but like he's not like he almost got like knocked out every round and was just in trouble and looked terrible. Like he definitely like he's definitely got the fucking wrestling and he has some good power, but he's just like, definitely like to see him like put combinations together better, like use the jab more. And I don't know, man. I don't know what to say, but yeah, shout out to Groovy Lando. He fucking got it done. And yeah, okay. On to the main card. Here we go. Shout out to the 7 people in the building. Good to see y'all, man. Let me fucking reload this whole thing here. Now this one, I'm glad that I trusted my gut, because I was really, really, really fucking close to picking Matt Schnell, but I just had this feeling about Bontering and I stuck with it, and I'm so glad I did. And it just reinforced that, yeah, sometimes you're going to be wrong, but more often than not, there's really, really close ones where it's just like, I don't know. I trust my gut on that one, and it came through. So yeah, Rogeria Bontering defeats Matt Schnell by unanimous decision. He outstruck him. He outgrappled him. I mean, he only got 1 takedown, but you know, the like the striking numbers were on the Matt Schnell side, but the damage, the most important thing to me in scoring, and that's technically the rules too, is like damage is the most important criterion. It was on Bontering. Like he hurt Schnell a couple times, and yeah, Schnell is a good fighter though. His striking looked good. His offensive striking looked good. It's just I wouldn't say he's totally like a glass job, but he's not so durable that he can just continuously like take punishment from heavy-handed strikers. Like he's a guy that has to stick and move. He has to be the more technical, the sharper, the more defensively sound striker. And he fought a good fight. Like he didn't look bad in that fight, but when Bontering would crack him, it was just like he couldn't stand there, and like it was just like it would noticeably back him up and like wobble him a couple times, and yeah, it would just win Bontering the rounds. And yeah, I credit to Bontering, man, because he missed weight, but he was able to work at, I wouldn't say like a super high clip, but it was a steady enough clip. He did enough with his striking, and you know, he was efficient enough that, you know, he won a pretty obvious decision. I feel like I skipped a fight though. Yep, sure did. Yep, and I'm glad I did. Okay. Let's talk. We touched on this one. Or I touched on it with in Chris's stream. Shout out to Bipolar Nobody, the Toxic Jedi on YouTube. But that Shane Burgos Edson Barboza fight, man, oh man. Well, I got to eat crow there. Edson Barboza, man, the dude just keeps like, he keeps turning back the clock, man. He keeps turning back the clock, but I'm still not. Because I know it's going to happen. I know what's going to fucking happen, and I'm not playing this game. And it might just sound crazy. I might just keep eating crow. And you know what? Edson Barboza could end up being the fucking featherweight champion. But anyways, let's just talk about this fight for the moment. Edson Barboza versus Shane Burgos was an awesome fucking fight. It was a slugfest. Both of them took a lot of fucking punishment up until that 3rd round. Man, and this was not anything new that Shane Burgos takes a lot of punishment, like a lot of unnecessary punishment. The dude is a fucking, there's guys that I have accused of this before, and I think it's pretty, like Dan Hooker, like the dude is a walking heavy bag. He just walks forward and gets cracked. Zombies like that. There's just guys that like, their defense is their fucking chin. And that's Burgos, man. He just takes too much fucking punishment. He relies on his chin too heavily. But what I thought would happen is that he would his power and his striking would deter Barboza enough where Barboza wouldn't be able to get to him to land the fight-ending punches. But I was fucking wrong about that, dude. The leg kicks for Barboza, Edson's hands look really sharp. They really did, man. So I don't want to like, I don't know. He looked really sharp. He got the better of the striking for the most part. I can't remember exactly how I scored it. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch that one. I've mostly just been watching the finish because that's obviously what we're gonna talk about here in a second. But yeah, it was a really good fight. Like Burgos versus Barboza was very entertaining, but Burgos was just getting hit way, way, way too often, man. Let's look at the strikes. Yeah, it was the striking numbers were close, and the strikes that Burgos was throwing were heavy, heavy punches. So it was 80 to almost 100 for Barboza. All the strikes they threw were significant strikes. None of them threw pity pat bullshit. They were all either stiff jabs or overhands or uppercuts or hooks or something. Edson threw a couple really nasty kicks. But yeah, man. All right, so that knockout, dude, was really weird. Noah said it in the in Chris's chat, like the synaptic delay. That makes sense. But it was just so weird looking, man. Like you could see him there. He was there. He was just like bobbing and weaving, and then you just see like his eyes just go like just glaze over. Like they just like all of a sudden just like it started to like he looked at Edson weird. Like he was just like, you know how the fighter, has that look where they're like looking at their opponent, they're just focused, they're dialed in, they're in predator mode. Well, all of a sudden he just gave Edson this like weird kind of like sad, like worried look, and he just started to fade. And then you could see when he fell, his eyes were just kind of like looking off into the he just wasn't there, dude. It was really, really fucking weird, really scary. And the sad thing is like Burgos had taken a lot of time off. He had taken a lot of time off between the Josh Emmett fight, and he's going to have to take even more time off now. Like, I don't want to see Shane Burgos for another year, honestly. And I know that sounds really bad to say at his age, but still, dude, like, that was scaring. You don't want to fucking push your luck with that, man. You don't want to push your luck with that shit. The way he fights, nah, that was a scary one, man. That is something you do not want to fucking roll the dice with, in my opinion. He's got a family. Shane, if you're listening, brother, you need to take some time off, man, and be with your fucking family. There's no shame in it, but that was a scary knockout, dude. That was not normal. Gotta let your brain recover from that shit, dude. Let's see what's going on. Maybe Pickett sucks and Wright is decent. Yeah, I think that's more like, is he even a good wrestler? Wasn't like, yeah, it was like, yeah, like he's very credentialed, but yeah, Lando stuffed 17 takedowns. Oh yeah, dude, it was awesome. I was just saying, man, I really enjoyed that. Preston is really entertaining with his reactions, dude. He really gets into it. It's awesome. Highly confident Barboza, and that's why. Jackie boy, sub Jack. Monster 45. Show saying what's up, Nick? How you doing? Got the land down under in the building. What's going on, Nick? How are you? Saying what's up? Did I miss somebody? I'm a problem. Yeah, it was crazy, dude. some brain trauma for sure. It's really weird, man. So I want to talk just a second, and I don't want to sound like I'm shitting on Edson Barboza, and he might just keep proving me wrong, man. But I really don't see him becoming champion. He's doing so much better than I expected him to do at 45, but I just think it's going to catch up to him, man. I just think as he keeps getting older, keeps making that weight cut to 45. Look, he beat Shane Burgos. Shane Burgos is a top 10 featherweight. I wouldn't even call Shane Burgos a top 5 striker. And that's what Edson's going to get, man. And Burgos is a heavy bag, man. You're not going to be getting Shane Burgos yet. You're going to be getting the people that knocked out Shane Burgos before you. You're going to be getting the people I just don't see it working out for Edson, man. Someone is going to take advantage of that weight cut and clip him. I really think that. I know it sounds like I'm hating. I know it sounds like sour grapes, but I can't shake that feeling, man. Dude, you're getting lit up by that by Burgos. You're going to get lit up by someone that's better than that. And I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But hey, could be wrong. He could end up being fucking champion, but I don't see it, man. There's a lot of good strikers in that division, especially towards the top. And I think that all of them are better than Burgos and Barboza, to be honest with you. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Saw an idiot on Twitter saying Burgos clearly didn't want to fight anymore. Man, that's got to be trolling. Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. Nikki. There he is. What's going on, man? How are you? What is going on, boys? But yeah, so I don't want to shit on Barboza, though. I am tempering my expectations of him. If they give him a favorable, who's going to be another favorable matchup for him? Burgos was number 9. He beat someone ranked ahead of him. Now it's just, fuck, now you're going to be getting Cater. You know? I don't know, man. What's up, Jimmy? What's up, Sam? What is going on, boys? But yeah, no, that was a great performance from Barboza. He definitely Burgos can crack. Burgos hits really hard. So that's a good sign that he can take the punishment from Burgos. But now he's gonna have to take the punishment from, like I said, someone that knocked out Burgos before that, or just can you fucking imagine? You think Edson's gonna be able to take that kind of punishment from Josh Emmett? You know what I'm saying? You think he's gonna be able to take that from I don't even want to imagine what Volkanovski and Max Holloway and Ortega I don't know, man. I don't see it working out for Edson. I see him having some more success, and then I see him hitting a brick wall in brutal fashion. But hey, I could keep eating more crow. Y'all can keep telling me how wrong I am, and I can it'll be fun for everyone. Fun for all. I think so too. I think he will get himself to that point where he will establish himself as the gatekeeper. You have to be this good to get to the title, but I just don't I can't see him beating Max. I can't see him beating Ortega. I can't see him beating Volkanovski. Who else is up there? Maybe Yair, because that's a good that'd be a fun fight actually. Barboza versus Yair would be a really, really fucking fun fight. But some good strikers up there, dude. So I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay. Let me time to reload and time to move on to the next fight. And goddamn, this fight pissed me off. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this one. But y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. This fucking bullshit robbery. I don't know what it is about Katlyn Chookagian. She's not even that hot. Why do they keep fucking pushing this bitch? What is it about this fucking corny bitch? I don't understand what the fucking love is for Katlyn Chookagian. She is such a fucking air puncher. She is just like Michelle Watterson. She's Air Chun-Li. She fucking and hits nothing. Preston did a great job of calling this fight because he it was exactly what I saw. He's like, she's not like Preston would be like, she's not landing any of these. And I'd be like, yes, exactly, she's not. Those striking stats for her are fucking bullshit, dude. She did not land 135 strikes. She whiffed on over half of those, dude. There's no, I'm not believing that. She did not win that fucking fight. Viviana Araujo clearly won the first 2 rounds, man. That was a fucking robbery. That was bullshit. I'm not even going to spend any more time talking on it. But that, boys, that really fucking pissed me off. I was just about fucking done at that point. I was like, fuck this card. I don't even want to watch it no more. I don't want to think. It was just, I was so fucking pissed off, man. But yeah, Viviana Araujo gets robbed. They give it to fucking Katlyn Chookagian so she can choke on some BBCs, man. God, that shit pissed me off, man. Ugh. All right. But yeah, I jumped ahead to this one. I already talked about Bontering and Schnell. Okay. All right. Ferguson versus Daryush. This one pretty much went how I thought it was going to go. More or less. Yeah, man. Holler at her, dude. Knock it down, man. Knock the fucking bottom end out of it, dude. Knock the bottom end out of it and leave her for dead. Her airplane, dude, so annoying. It should effective striking. Effective striking. Not just like, oh, it looked like, and dude, I guarantee you this is what happened. I guarantee this is what happened. And this is what won Katlyn Chookagian's second round. Because those fucking judges weren't even paying attention. They had their fucking thumbs up their asses. But what happened was she landed this teep and it knocked Araujo off her feet. And they probably thought that was a knockdown. They're going, oh, that won the round. That's the round. No matter what she does after that, she won the round. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was not a really a knockdown. That was like off balance. Like, she was not hurt from that at all. And that really pissed me off, too. Like, I cannot stand Katlyn Chookagian. Can't stand her. I hate her fighting style. I hate her fucking goofy, ugly face. I can't stand it. Yeah, Beneil Daryush and Ferguson, that one went pretty much how I thought it would. Like, it's really, I don't want to keep pouring salt on an open wound because I feel like I already did that. I already kind of feel like vindicated with this shit with the Gaethje fight. Like, I already feel like I kind of like I said, like I feel vindication. I feel like justified already from that. So I don't feel the need to keep like pouring it on for Tony Ferguson. People have to understand, man. I'm seeing this a lot all over MMA Twitter. I'm seeing this a lot. Like, and then this is what it is. It's butthurt Tony Ferguson fans that spent the last few years going into chats with that Tony Ferguson is the type of guy bullshit, proclaiming him the uncrowned champion, and now it's coming home to roost. Now you don't have a fucking choice but to realize that it was never going to fucking happen. And now what they're trying to do is saying, well, you can't, you're just a cat. You call Tony, you say Tony wasn't elite. You're just a casual now. And you're just like disrespecting anyone that can clearly see that it was never that Tony was never the guy that people said he was. I don't care whether you fucking think he was elite at that time or not. Tony was never the guy that people said he was. If they put him up against Khabib, even the fucking first time that they were supposed to fight, if they put him up against Khabib the first time they were supposed to fight, Khabib would have wrestle fucked him and done what he does to everybody else. Fucking Kevin Lee got full mount on Tony Ferguson. Prime Tony Ferguson. So I'm sick of this Tony Ferguson shit, dude. I'm fucking sick of it. He wasn't as good as y'all thought. It doesn't mean he's a bad fighter, but he wasn't as good as y'all thought. And y'all can't fucking accept that. So you have to do this shit where you're playing this little game like, oh, well, you know, you're just clinging to something, man. You're trying to cling to this like, oh, well, I thought Tony was elite. No, it was never, ever. He was never going to be champion. With Khabib there, he was never going to be champion. With what Justin did to him, that's what Dustin would do to him. That's what a few of those guys would do. I'm sick of the Tony Ferguson bullshit. And I'm sick of this fucking narrative where you have to think that Tony is the best thing that ever fucking happened, or you're a casual, or you're this, that, and the third. No, you're a Tony Ferguson dick sucker, and you can't take the fact that he's fucking fallen off from a place that was way lower than what you fucking thought it was. Period. Period, point blank. Sick of this shit, man. Fucking pisses me off. He just got whooped by Beneil Daryush. Come on, man. Let it go. You want to talk about some Indiana let it go? Fucking let that shit go, man. I've never seen people fucking like not be able to fucking take an L, man. God damn. Fucking Robert Whittaker fans, Tony fans, and like there's a couple fucking fan bases that just cannot take a fucking L. And it's really, really fucking obnoxious. But Tony Ferguson fans are one of them. Let it go, man. Your boy is fucking done. Shut the fuck up about Tony Ferguson. God damn it. Now, let me fucking gather myself here, okay? Because I want to make sure to give this man his just due, okay? I love Benny, but he ain't no fucking world beater neither. Beneil Daryush is a middling fucking lightweight. Over. It's over. Shut the fuck up about Tony Ferguson. You want to know why you're getting all this shit? It's because you motherfuckers for years were Tony Ferguson's the type of guy. No, if it would have been Khabib. Oh, if it had just been this. If it had just been that. Oh, no. Toe the elbows. Like all this shit. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up about Tony Ferguson. He's fucking burnt fucking toast, dude. Dunzo. Dunzo Ed Munzo. Let it go, man. Jesus Christ. All this talk about a dude that is fucking gone and spent, man. Sick of it. Sick of it. Let's talk about some real lightweight shit. Let's talk about what's really popping. Let's talk about what's going on now. Tony Ferguson is fucking 2014, man. Tony Ferguson is 2015. Y'all are living in fucking 2015, man. This is 2021. And in 2021, motherfucking Charles Oliveira is not a quitter, like I fucking said. He has the heart of a fucking champion. He fed me all the fucking crow. So big shout out to Charles Oliveira. He is your new UFC lightweight champion. And he had to endure a lot of punishment. Michael Chandler hurt him bad. And he weathered the storm. He found his composure. Excuse me. And he came back, dude, and fucking knocked him out. Like, whether you think it was a 10-8 or not, like, I went back and rewatched it. It was, I didn't think it was a 10-8 to begin with. I definitely don't think it is now, but like, do I think that calling that a 10-8 is like some kind of like, it's like a punishable offense? Like, nah, like Chandler got close to finishing him. And dude, some of the ground and pound he was landing was fucking nasty. And like, Oliveira got hurt, he got dropped, and then he recovered. I can see why the fight wasn't stopped. I was looking for it. I was like, could you have stopped it? Nah, there wasn't like the only place you really could have stopped it is the like because there was one punch that sat him that buckled his knees, and then there was one punch that knocked him to the ground. That was the only place you could have stopped it. And you want to talk about that people would have been bitching up a storm if they had stopped that fight. If they had stopped that fight in the first round, even I would have called that an early stoppage. Even I would have called that an early stoppage. So, yeah, man, what can I say, dude? Chandler fucking cracks. Michael Chandler is one of the hardest hitting lightweights on the planet. Charles Oliveira took his full power. He bent, but he did not break. And that's hard. That's nothing but hard. So he shook that quitter narrative is dead. It doesn't mean that he can't get knocked out again, but you can't say anymore that when he's in trouble, he packs it in. Charles Oliveira has strengthened his ability to become a nail. He has heart now. He reached deep down, went to the dark place, and came back from it. So, and dude, I'll tell you what, man, I am happy for that dude. I am so fucking happy for Charles Oliveira. I actually don't mind eating crow at all. Seeing him win that belt and how happy it made him and how like satisfying and just like, I mean, he came from nothing to begin with, but that really will change his life. Like if it isn't changed already, it fucking will be now. So yeah, I'm real happy for that dude, man. That was a long time coming. It was a long, hard road for Charles Oliveira. So shout out to him. I was completely wrong. I was totally dismissive of the dude. Thought he was a quitter. And I thought, man, I thought I was right too, boys. I was like, man, I told y'all as soon as Chandler cracks this dude, he's going to fucking fold. I thought he was going to do it again. But he didn't. Fuck me. It's just crazy, dude. It was awesome. Great fight. Great title fight. It was actually a pretty great card, man. It was a pretty great card. Oh, yeah, I was one of them. Yep. Good call, man. Yep. Good call, Artem. That's looking like it, man. That's looking like the fight. What the fuck? A bird flew like right by my fucking window. That's crazy, dude. That's wild. Yeah, right. Like, what the fuck? What is this? No, hey man, what can I say, dude? I was fucking wrong. Me and my big mouth. I talked all this shit. I didn't even fucking, dude. I barely broke down Charles Oliveira striking. His hands look so crispy, dude. That 1-2-3 he hit him with a 1-2-3 through the 1-2. Chandler threw the fucking. I think Chandler threw a right. They both threw right hands. They both missed overhands, and then as Charles, he threw the 1-2, and then he just rocked back and then came with that left hook. Textbook left hook, man. Right on the chin, right on the fucking button. Chandler wasn't gonna come back after that. Like that left hook shook him so bad, like that was it. And dude, that finishing move, that finishing hook that sat him down for the second time and ended up, being the end of it, like that's textbook boxing too. You got a guy I had a guy tell me this. He was an amateur boxer. I think it was either the first or the second time I'd ever like hit pads. And he was telling me, he's like, okay, he was this dude, he's from West Virginia. He's like, all right. He's like, you got to do it against the ropes. All right. He said, he goes to the right. What do you hit him with? I said, dude, I don't fucking know. He said, left hook. And I said, all right. And he's like, that's what it is, man. You got a guy against the ropes. You got a guy against the cage. And he's trying to fucking escape. You push him out to the fucking right and you throw the left hook and you'll catch him on the exit. And that's what fucking Charles Oliveira did. That's textbook, man. That is textbook boxing. So fucking crispy. So clean. I feel like Masvidal, dude. Like my dude got knocked out, but it was with such beautiful technique. I can't help but fucking appreciate it. It was so fucking nice. I was loving it, man. I loved it. I've been going back and watching it, man. Like the fucking left hook is so nice from Oliveira, dude. Awesome. He's got great offense, man. Like, that's always been the thing. Like, he's always had good offense, but his defense and his heart and his chin and all that is what's been like the question mark. Yeah, that was 262. I did shit, really shitty. 5-7, dog duty night for me. My worst showing of 2021. Yeah, it was terrible. El Terrible. Eric El Terrible Morales. No, what y'all know about that fight night, man? Yeah, so that was 262, man. It sucked. We had to let him go. It sucked. But no, now let's talk about moving forward a little bit. Let's talk about lightweight moving forward. I think it's pretty clear to me that the winner of Dustin Poirier and Conor McGregor is going to get the next title shot. I think that's just the most fucking Captain Obvious. Like, it's just staring you right in the face. And this is coming from the biggest one. I mean, I'm sure I'm not the biggest, but I am one of the more vocal Justin Gaethje standboys, especially on Twitter recently. And I can't justify, if you want to give it to shit, if you won't give it to him, I ain't gonna argue with you. But does he deserve it? Nah. You can't give someone a title shot off a loss, man. And if you do, I'm always like, that always leaves a real bad taste in my mouth. Like, I don't care how competitive it was. Like, unless, I don't know, man. I just don't like that. I don't like getting the title shot off a loss, especially a loss where you get finished. Nah, man. You can only justify it where it's like a controversial, like, close decision. You can't choke somebody, get choked unconscious, and then, what? Well, you get a title shot, another title shot against somebody else now. It's like, nah, I can't justify that. So, yeah, as much as because that's the thing. Charles, if he wants to fight the winner of Dustin and Conor, it's just pretty obvious that it's going to be an end of the year fight. Because they're fighting in July, right? Dustin and Conor are fighting in July, if I'm not mistaken. If that's correct, let's say it's a war, man. Let's say it's a war. They're not going to be able to turn around and start training immediately. So they're going to need a little time off. So you're probably going to be starting camp in like between the 1st and the last of October. But no, yeah, so you're looking at like end of the year, January. Now, if you wanted to say fuck all that shit and there's Joe Justin Gaethje a title shot, you could do that right now. Charles could rest up for a month, turn around, fight Gaethje, and then whoever wins that fight, the winner. Because here's the problem. And shout out to the Toxic Jedi, the Bipolar Chris, a.k.a. Darth Maul, a.k.a. Bipolar Nobody. If the question is this, how long Justin wants to stay on the shelf? If Justin wants to fight right now, there's only a couple fights. Like right now, if he's like, I need to fight somebody right fucking now, like today, like I need a contract today. There's only a couple people you can really go to. RDA or Makhachev. That's it. RDA or Islam Makhachev. You can make those fights right fucking now. You can make those fights today. You can't make Chandler today, dude. You can't book. I know that's what everyone's like. Yeah, I know it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense from like a meritocracy standpoint. If you're looking at like, if you're looking at it in a vacuum, like, okay, all these guys are fresh who's the appropriate matchup, yeah, it probably is Gaethje versus Chandler. But Michael Chandler ain't fresh. He just got knocked the fuck out. So you can't make Justin Gaethje versus Michael Chandler right now, boys. I'm sorry, you just can't do it. They're not going to let him. I haven't looked at the report, the injury report, but Michael Chandler is going to be medically suspended. So the question is, how long is Justin going to wait? He's not Mr. I fight 4 times a year, but that's the question. He could wait it out. He could wait and see. Maybe Chandler's like, fuck it, I want to get back in there. I want to stay super active. I don't want to, Michael Chandler doesn't turn down a lot of shit. So I don't think he would turn down Gaethje, but he can't just turn right the fuck around and start a Justin Gaethje training camp. That's just not going to happen. So that's really the question. Like, how long is Justin going to wait? How is the Dustin versus Conor? Now, if Dustin chins Conor in the first round, yeah, that's just, there you go. There you fucking go. Dustin versus Charles Oliveira. Say no more. But there's just some question marks. What are you going to do with Gaethje? How's Dustin versus Conor going to play out? Because to me, and I said it on Chris's stream, the only reason to fight Dos Anjos or Makhachev is to stay busy. There's no other reason. Beating those guys is just going to keep you in the exact same fucking spot you're at right now. They're both ranked below him by a couple spots. If I'm not mistaken, Justin Gaethje is like the number 1 or number 2 ranked lightweight. So you going to fight number 7 or number 11, risk losing your spot? It's just a stay busy fight, dude. He beats RDA. Cool, he beat RDA. Right where you are. He beat Makhachev. Cool, right where you are. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I mean, he's a gamer, dude. He'll fucking do it, but like, where's that going to get him? That's what I'm thinking. That's what's going through my little Justin Gaethje staying boy head, boys. Oliveira had to fight Nick Lynch 3 times on his long road to the belt, indeed. My network cut out Rising Gun. It was about to melt Stipe. Oh, shit. The Charles versus Oliveira Kevin Lee fight is where I started to think this guy's striking has come a long way. Yeah. Hey, man, people be sleeping on my dude Justin Gaethje, man. People be fucking, man, it really pisses me off because I don't think there's a whole lot that separates Justin and Dustin and Conor and there's just not those guys. There's a lot of parity at the top of the lightweight division. I've said that for a long time. But people think that Justin is just so much worse than these other guys. It really fucking pisses me off. People will nitpick his fucking resume. Dude, he was 1 or 2 cunt hairs from winning both the Dustin Poirier and the Eddie Alvarez fight. People always want to say this shit, and I know I'd sound like I'm just laying it on Tony Ferguson fans, but people put all this shit up about, oh, look at these fighters after they fight Tony Ferguson, dude. Look how busted up they all are, dude. Well, look at did you see Eddie Alvarez and Dustin Poirier after they fucking fought Justin Gaethje? Did you see those motherfuckers? Dustin Poirier couldn't even walk. He could barely walk in the 4th round. He just threw that fucking swamp-riddled power of swamp. He had the power of swamp thing in that left hand, and he fucking knocked my dude out. It just makes me sick to my stomach every day. But anyway, man, credit to Poirier. He fucking knocked my boy out, son of a bitch. But yeah, like they will big up Dustin Poirier they will literally big up Dustin Poirier for getting choked out by Khabib. But the same thing happens to Justin, and they're like, oh, Justin, he just fucking lost to Khabib. He sucks. He doesn't deserve anything. Fuck, sucks. He sucks. It's like Dustin Poirier got choked out by Khabib, and then he fucking went to war with Dan Hooker. You know what I'm saying? And then people will shit on Chandler, but he fucking chinned Dan Hooker. You know what I mean? Like people, they're so weird. Like the mental gymnastics that some fanboys will do is just unbelievable. Let's see. Chandler versus Gaethje. What do you think? I mean, You're asking a huge Gaethje standboy, but yeah, there's your answer. I think Justin knocks him out. It's I just don't know what's gonna happen, man. Like yeah, you can make both of those fights, but it's like where it's just what you're just gonna stay right where you are. That's like you're literally and there is something to be said. There is some merit in taking a stay busy fight. Keep your reflexes sharp. Keep your fucking killer instinct sharp. You won't, you know what I'm saying? Like just stay. It's literally no other purpose but to stay busy. RDA is always there. He's like you're never gonna have an easy fight with RDA, even if you can beat him. Like you're still gonna have to like take some punches, and you have to take like fend off takedowns and submission attempts. Like RDA is super super well rounded. As far as well rounded fighters go, RDA is super underrated, man. He's just kind of underrated in general. Dude was lightweight champion, defended his belt, and fought the absolute best at welterweight and never got finished. But yet and still, it's like at lightweight, it's a stay busy fight. It's just a like, okay, you beat RDA. Still in the same spot. Kept my spot. Now what's next? You know what I mean? And then like, what if he gets hurt in the RDA fight? Then they're just gonna fucking give it to, you know what I mean? Like it's just weird. And I mean, Justin is not a bitch. Like he'll fucking, if he's ready to go and they give him a good fight, he'll take it. But I'm just wondering, like, he's right there, dude. He's right fucking there. Poirier got choked out by Khabib, went to war with a punching bag, and then got the Conor McGregor trilogy. Now, credit to him. He beat Dan Hooker. He beat Conor McGregor. The winner of Conor and Dustin definitely gets the next title shot. And to be fair, Dustin would have had the title shot anyway. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, dude, Dustin is taking a risk. Whether you think that he's that much better than Conor, whether you think he's going to knock Conor out or not, no matter how much of a risk you think it is, fighting Conor again and turning down the belt when it's literally given to you, the opportunity is given to you, man, that's a risk. Some people might not think it's a big risk, but it is, no matter what percentage of a risk you think it is a fucking risk. Conor McGregor is not some fucking bitch. He might not be what his standboys think he is, but still dangerous, dude. And by Poirier's own admission, Conor had him hurt. Put on a good poker face, but Dustin Poirier is not some iron chin. Like, he can be hurt and put away, man. I've seen it happen before. So he better not fucking lose. That's all I gotta say. Because it sounds like he's just like, oh yeah, it's all good. Y'all go ahead and take that belt. Y'all keep it warm for me. Y'all keep it warm for me. I'll go ahead and dust off Conor again, and I'll be right back for it. Okay? If you say so. Don't fucking lose. Don't get clipped by Conor. You're going to be feeling real fucking stupid. IJS. Capital IJS, bros. I'm just saying. Don't lose to Conor. You're going to be feeling real fucking dumb. Now, hey, he looks like Babe Ruth if he pulls it off. If he says, y'all keep that belt warm for me, I'm going to knock Conor out real quick. I'll be right back for it. And then he does it. Hey, I got to give him credit. I got to give him the fucking slow clap. You know what I'm saying? But you just better win. Because that's an arrogant fucking move, man. That says that I'm so fucking good. I don't even need the title shot right now. Okay? Okay. We'll see. We'll see in July. Don't look past Conor like Conor looked past you. Conor still, hey, even unmotivated Conor still fucking hurt your ass in that second fight, Dustin. Sounds like he thinks it's a foregone conclusion that he's going to win the third fight. Okay. Okay. Dude. It could, man, if it does. He still has the offensive firepower, but he definitely is not motivated. He's definitely. No, I agree with that. I definitely agree. Hey, if it works out for him, then hey, genius. He got a huge payday, dusts off Conor, wins the trilogy. Okay, I'm back. Knocks out Oliveira. Hey, Dustin's the man. Dustin's the man. How about that sense? Eat shit. You know what I mean? Fuck me. That's what it'll be like. I'm just saying, though. I'm just saying. Conor's still, yeah, he's washed. Hookers, blow. He still buzzed him. If he focuses, Dustin's chin is not going to be more durable. He'll still be there. Dustin isn't Floyd Mayweather. So we'll see. I mean, I'd still favor Dustin, to be clear. I mean, I'm rooting for Conor. I will probably pick Dustin. I'm rooting for Conor, though, man. I think that's such a fucking arrogant move. I think that's such an arrogant move. Like I said, if it pays off for him, he's the man. He's the fucking man. But, dude, if you lose to Conor when you had the fucking belt dropped in your lap, because I do favor Dustin over Oliveira, but, dude, if you have that opportunity dropped in your lap and you're like, nah, don't even worry. I don't care about that belt. I get that money. And you lose, you feel stupid, man. You lost for the money. You already got money. Wish you got a little bit more. Still ain't going to get you that belt. All the money in the world ain't going to get you that belt. So you better beat Conor. That's all I got to say. You better fucking beat Conor. You want to talk about people losing their minds? If Dustin Poirier goes in there and gets knocked out by Conor, oh my God. Like some people, some kids might jump off a cliff, God forbid. Some kids are gonna fucking lose their minds. I know some kids are gonna delete their MMA Twitter accounts. Some people, if Conor goes and knocks out Dustin, you're gonna see about 1,000 new Conor stan accounts. Dustin Poirier. There has not been a fighter that has been more stand and more like suckled upon in the last couple months than Dustin Poirier. If you go on MMA Twitter, you can't scroll down that motherfucker without seeing a Dustin Poirier, without seeing one of those fucking diamonds and a Dustin Poirier stan account. I challenge you. I challenge you to go through MMA Twitter through 1 minute of scrolling and tell me you don't see a fucking stan account with a diamond on it talking about some Dustin Poirier and all the shit that he's done and blah, blah, fucking blah. Oh my God. If Conor knocks him out, holy shit. You want to talk about an apple cart getting flipped upside down? Just saying. I'm just saying. Hey, you could be right. You could be right. Dustin could go in there, knock him the fuck out again, and then it's Dustin versus Charles. And then that's settled. But he has to beat him now. He took the risk. It could pay off. And hey, you look like a genius. I mean, if he pulls it off, he'll be like, it'll be legendary. And people, like, he'll be getting his dick sucked until the end of time. But if he doesn't, it'll be one of the biggest, like, blunders in like an MMA career decision ever. If you take one stumble at the top of lightweight, it's so crowded, man. There's no telling when you're going to get back. It's crowded up there, dude. Just saying. Just saying. Just some food for thought. I'm just trying to stir the pot, boys. I'm just trying to stir things up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Get people thinking. Get people a little agitated, you know. That's what they say when you're mixing chemicals, a little agitation, you know what I'm saying? You agitate the components. I don't hate someone for taking a huge money fight like that, but to play devil's advocate, Artem, while I would also don't buy the I'm not motivated. I think that's a fair point. Dustin's family is never going to go hungry, dude. Nor were they ever. Dustin Poirier is not a starving mixed martial artist. He good. Like, I understand that's generational wealth. That means that Dustin's kids can fuck up and his grandkids can still have money. I understand that. But that is not a good faith argument because Dustin Poirier has money. Like, I hear a lot of people say that, like, oh, they're just trying to put food. For some people, that's the case. Absolutely. For some of those, like, lower tier fighters. But when I hear it from, like, John Jones and, like, Dustin, oh, I'm just trying to put food on my kid. Like, motherfucker, you've been putting food on your kids' tables. It's like, I don't want to hear that. That's all I think. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. A little caveat on that one. Yeah. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying. You get my point. The Dustin Poirier's children are not going to want for shit, even before the Conor fight, nor were they going to. But I also understand that's not just like you're well off. That is, you are secure, your kids are secure, their kids are secure. I get it. I understand. I understand that. You're talking about tiers of wealth here. But this is not a Dustin's trying. Dustin needs the Conor fight to provide for his family. No, sir. No, sirree. But yeah, anyways, that's not really. We're just splitting hairs. We're just splitting hairs here, Donnie. We're splitting hairs here. But yeah, I mean, that's gonna determine it, man. Dustin versus Conor. The winner of that fight will no matter who it is. Dustin beats Conor again, wins the trilogy. It's gonna be a huge deal. He'll absolutely fight Charles. Conversely, if Conor comes back, gets revenge against Poirier, shakes things up like a motherfucker, oh yeah, it'll be Conor versus Oliveira like a motherfucker. How crazy will that? Another fucking Conor against another Brazilian, another highly respected Brazilian. Oh man. Tell me the build up to that wouldn't be interesting. A build up to a Conor fight will always be more interesting than a build up to a Dustin fight. Just pure entertainment value. But I mean, Dustin would clearly deserve it if he beats Conor again. There'd be nobody else. You know what I mean? Like, you can't really if Dustin does beat Conor in July, there's literally nobody else that would deserve it more. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh no, that's you are not just well off. You are balling, son. You are jetting and setting. Billy says, fuck what you talking about, money over legacy. Sure. Sure, to each their own. I guess it just depends. Like, I mean, I'm not hating on people hating on people getting paid and getting money. What I'm saying is What I'm saying is there is not an amount of money in the world that will buy you that UFC championship belt. You can argue about which is more important and which is more valuable and we can argue about that. We can debate that. But there is not an amount of money that will buy him that championship belt. IJS. Yes, agreed. What if he beats Conor and then loses to Charles, and it would just be obvious to take the money? Well, yeah. Sure. Yeah, sure, definitely. It's a good point, too. We're just stirring the pot, boys. I like it. It's interesting, man. It's an interesting discussion, for sure. Yeah, I mean then you're pretty much Then you got the money, you got the shot at the belt. But yeah, it's just I get it. I definitely get it, man. Like getting paid to be a fighter, and I thought about this a lot with boxing. It's different with boxing, but because there's just for the top, it's different. But just struggling fighters in general, it's all about like some of them, it's like I don't know how to do anything else but fight. This is how I provide for my family. And you're not like a champion. If you're one of those guys, yeah, fuck yeah. Get your fucking money. And I'm not hating on Dustin for taking the Conor fight. I'm just saying he's not, dude, I'm telling you, there will be, it doesn't matter what you say, there will be a part of Dustin Poirier if he misses out on the chance at that belt and doesn't get back to it. I'm telling you, man, there ain't going to be any amount of money that makes that right. It's not going to like ruin his life or anything, but I'm just telling you, no amount of money will satisfy that. And I'm telling you, there's certain fighters that's like they are living for the chance to become a champion. Like, I don't know. To me, that's just like, how fucking hungry are you, bro? That just begs the question to me. Like, you got offered a title fight and you turned it down for a money fight, like that. Okay, that's just. I guess I just can't get beyond that. And I understand people will have a different opinion. Like, some people it doesn't matter. He's going to beat them both. Like it doesn't matter. His family will be taken care of. That's the most important thing. I get all that, but to me, I can't get beyond that, man. I can't get beyond that. You literally got offered a title shot and you turned it down for a money fight. Better fucking win it. You better win the money fight and get the title shot because you will. He definitely will. If he beats Conor, he definitely will. But if he doesn't, man, it's going to be Conor. It's going to be Conor, dude. And then Dustin's going to have to fight. Dustin's going to have to. If Dustin loses to Conor, you bet your fucking ass he's going to have to see my boy again. You can bet your ass on that. If Dustin does lose to Conor, he will have to fucking see my boy. Period. And we'll see what's really fucking good then. We'll see what's really fucking good then, boys. Soul crushing, bro. You never get over that, man. You never get over that. You already got money. Oh, man, if you lose to Conor and you never get the shot at the belt again, imagine that. Yeah, of course, you're all thinking about if it works out for him. What if it doesn't? What if he took this fight? He said, Dustin, you're getting the next title shot. You were going to fight Charles Oliveira for the title. He said, nah, I want Conor. And then you lose to Conor. Then Conor gets the belt. Then you see my boy, and my boy exacts his revenge. And you never get the title again. And you had it. You had, oh man. You can say whatever you want, but that is going to affect him for the rest of his life. It's not going to ruin his life, but he's not going to be able to, he will never, ever get past that. Peace, Spicy. Thanks for stopping through, dude. Appreciate you, brother. I'll catch you next time. Have a good shift, man. I'll catch you on the next one. But yeah, it's just interesting, man. But like I said, if he pulls it off, dude, if Dustin knocks Conor out and then he goes and knocks Oliveira out, I mean, he's the fucking man. He is the motherfucking man. It is fucking deal with it gifts and fucking like, oh, dude, just any gif of someone just getting the biggest W ever. You're gonna see that. You're gonna see 10,000 more Poirier Stan accounts. It's just gonna be Dustin Poirier. It's gonna be a Dustin Poirier fucking just like suck off, dude. But he will have earned it, man. But if he doesn't, dude, if he loses to Conor, I'm telling you, man, I'm just fucking saying it's gonna be a rough fucking day for some Poirier fans. He got paid in full, man. He got his revenge against Conor. He got a chance for the belt. You want to fight Conor again? You sure? You just knocked him out. Okay. Okay, Dustin, whatever you want. Whatever you want, bro. You want Conor, you got him. Don't lose. Don't fucking lose. That's all I gotta say. We're feeling stupid. We're feeling real fucking stupid. We're feeling stupid. You know, $30 million, and you're feeling stupid as fuck. And you've been crying with your fucking $30 million while someone else gets the title. That's all I'm saying. But what I'm gonna go for about 2 hours, boys. What y'all want to talk about, man? What y'all want to talk about for 30 minutes? I haven't even looked at this. I'm not gonna talk too much about the next card. I looked over it briefly. There's a lot of tough picks, man. I remember only looking over it and only feeling like I had a read on like 2 of them, maybe. Like, I'll just go ahead and tell you right now, I'm picking Justin Tafa over Vandera. I'll just tell you that right now. I got Tafa over Vandera. But other than that, man, probably leaning more towards Dvorak. But that'll be a good fight. But that's about it, man. The other ones are just like, I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, that's gonna be the next really, really big lightweight fight is Dustin and Conor, I think, right? I think it is. I fucking think it is. But yeah, man, I really talked a lot of shit about Charles Oliveira. And I gotta say, man, I don't feel like I've talked enough about it. I'm just gonna spend the next 30 minutes just talking about Oliveira. Yeah, I thought that, you know, he's shown this habit of quitting, right? He's a great he's great at doing the punishing. He's not so great at taking the punishment. He's been beating these jobbers, jobber. Kevin Lee's a decent win, and then Tony. And I was like, okay, well, that's not prime Tony. That's Tony that just had a fucking career altering beatdown from Justin Gaethje. So I was like, okay, well, so that was that kind of curbed my impression of that performance. And I was just like, well, Chandler fucking hits hard and Oliveira doesn't like getting hit. So I was like, okay, well, here we go. And that, couldn't have been more wrong, man. I mean, Chandler did hit him. Oliveira did go down, but he weathered the storm. Got to give him credit, dude. And then he came back and fucking knocked him out with beautiful, beautiful boxing. Fuck. What can you say, man? Like, what? I can't take it, like, there's nothing controversial about it. Like, he got hurt. He went down. Chandler couldn't finish him. Dude, when he had Chandler hurt, man, he was just all over it, dude. People were saying, it was a mistake for Chandler to fall him down to the ground like that. I just, he just didn't go away. He didn't give up. He showed that he is not the same guy that quit against Cub. He's not the same guy that quit against Felder. He has heart now. He has a desire he was not going to give up on winning that belt. I think that's what it was. He was going to get that fucking belt come hell or high water. And Michael Chandler, I've seen people like trying to like, you can't really shit on Chandler, dude, because you're just shitting on Oliveira. It's like, you can say whatever you want about Chandler, but you got to finish that sentence with, and that guy almost knocked out Charles Oliveira. You know what I mean? So it does you no good. Chandler's a beast. Other than Gaethje, who else has more one-punch power than Michael Chandler at lightweight? Conor, maybe? He hasn't shown that at lightweight, really, other than against Alvarez. One punch, putting him away. One punch, setting him down. Gaethje and Chandler. That's it. Chandler fucking cracks. That's why I picked him. He cracked Oliveira. Fucking see. He cracked him, but he didn't crack him open, man. He bent him, but he didn't break him. And Oliveira broke him. And that's what I fucking get. There you are. Fuck me. Dude, all the credit in the world to Charles Oliveira. Like I said, I'll be picking this crow out of my teeth until Saturday. Mills says ref should have stopped in the first round. I would have loved that. I would have fucking loved that. I wish he had. Been great for me. Because my read was perfect. My read was perfect up until the second round. But Chandler, like, the traditional weaknesses of Michael Chandler reared their head. His cardio and his durability. Michael Chandler's two biggest weaknesses are his cardio and his durability. And both of them rear their ugly heads. And I'm not trying to make excuses, but because I did say this on Friday, I already made note of this. Chandler had one of the worst cuts. Chandler, of all the people that looked like shit on the scales on Saturday morning, on Friday morning or afternoon, whatever, he was one of the worst. Like, Edson looked like shit. Bontering looked like shit. There were a couple people that did not look good. Michael Chandler was one of the worst. He looked sucked up like a motherfucker. He looked he stepped on the scale very, very gingerly. And when he was doing that interview, dude, he sounded raspy as a bitch, dude. Like, he sounded so bad, like not in good shape. So yeah, could that have had an effect? I don't know. I don't think that's what did it, but it was just something that I noticed. He did have one of the worst weight cuts, and looked very, very, very dehydrated. Sounded dehydrated. Like, I remember I was watching that interview they were doing with him right after the weigh-ins. I was surprised they actually did those interviews because I was under the impression that those guys want to do nothing else in life but fucking rehydrate at that point. Like they're literally like dying, and their body needs like sustenance and nutrition and fucking salts and fucking like, you know, you need the fucking like drinkable version of lactated ringers. You know, you need fucking like all kinds of sodium solutions and shit. Like he sounded so terrible. Cool. Gore. Oh, Gore's going off. That's what's up, man. Well, I will definitely nice. Smeech like, brother. Yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, man. Yeah, shout out to King Need Gore, the fucking horror king. Apparently he's going off on YouTube. So yeah, shout out to that dude, man. Shout out to everybody that makes content on YouTube. Make sure y'all go subscribe to each other's channels and show each other support. Even if you can't stay for long, even a few minutes, dropping the like button, it definitely helps with the algorithm. Leaving a comment helps more than you guys even fucking know. Because YouTube has not been blackballing me or shadow banning me or whatever you call that. My notifications do get put out. I am getting new subscribers here and there. It's trickling in. Like I said, I've only had this channel for I've only started streaming since after Christmas because that's when I got this mic. Well, I'm not using it now, but because the fucking Wi-Fi sucks in here. But yeah, so I have 131 subscribers and only, that's decent. So YouTube is actually putting out my shit, but yeah, smashing the like button, leaving comments, it definitely helps. You don't have to do it, but if you feel like it, just know that you are definitely helping me out, and I truly do appreciate it. Now, what else can we talk about for a few minutes? Yeah, I think so. Let's talk about Beneil Daryush. What would y'all do next for Beneil Daryush, man? Is like I think Makhachev would actually be an appropriate matchup. I think RDA versus Daryush would actually make a lot more sense than RDA versus Gaethje. Chandler would make sense for Gaethje if he was fresh, but he's just not. But if Justin waits for him, hell yeah, Chandler versus Justin is a fucking banger. It just depends on how long Justin wants to stay on the shelf. And I have no fucking clue how long that's going to be. But Justin is usually pretty vocal about what he wants. He's usually pretty, I want to say entitled, but he's definitely like, if he doesn't feel like, if he feels like he deserves something or he feels like something is beneath him, he definitely lets it be known. So just and like he's an Ali Abdelaziz guy, so he's got people working for him behind the scenes. Trust me. So yeah, I just don't really. I can't put my finger on it. I have no idea what's going to happen, to tell you the truth. But it seems pretty obvious. The winner of Dustin and Conor will get the next crack. I guess it's not crazy to conceive that Justin would just wait for the winner of that fight, maybe, and just fight again like next. Because he fought in October. He could be even October. So if he waits until like next spring, that'll be well over a year. That's like a year and 6 months. I don't think he's going to wait that long. I think he will take some fight between now and then. But it's almost like if you wait until Chandler's ready, then you're just doing the same thing. You're going to have to wait about that long anyway. Let's say, because let's check this out. Check this scenario out. Say Michael Chandler is medically suspended for whatever, a couple months or 45 days, 90 days, whatever. Then he says, okay, I'll fight Justin Gaethje. Then they make the fight with fucking Chandler. Justin versus Chandler. That probably wouldn't be till about October anyway. My point is, if Justin wants to fight for the title, he's going to have to wait until about next spring anyway. You know what I mean? That's just how it's going to go. The winner of Dustin and Conor is more than likely going to get the shot. And then the title fight with Oliveira will be at the end of the year, more than likely. If everything goes according to plan. So it's like, if I'm Justin, like, you could take a fight, but you're going to have to fucking wait anyway. You have to wait anyway. Yeah, that'd be a good fight. Yeah, I keep forgetting that Makhachev is fighting Thiago Moises. Man, Islam Makhachev fans are fucking rabid, dude. They are rabid. Well, a lot of them are Khabib fans. A lot of them are Khabib fans that are like, well, I can root for Khabib, but he's not fighting, so Makhachev, like, it's just like, it's immediate transference to Makhachev. The rabidness is like, just right over to Islam. He's a good fighter. He's definitely a good fighter. Like, he has a lot of potential. His control is ridiculous. His grappling is ridiculous. He does not have Khabib's chin. Not even close. So I do not see Islam Makhachev avoiding getting clipped at the top of the division. Like, I've just argued with people about this. Like, yeah, just because he got knocked out by Adriano Martins doesn't mean he can't have success. But if you're getting one punch by Adriano Martins, you're more than likely going to get clipped by either Dustin or Justin or Conor or Chandler or somebody like that. If Adriano Martins is catching you and putting you to sleep, one of those guys is going to do the exact same fucking thing or worse. So, yeah, like, maybe pump the brakes on Islam a little bit. Maybe just a little bit. That's just kind of how I feel. But yeah, he's definitely on the horizon. Islam's on the horizon for sure. But yeah, that'd be a good fight, man. Daryush versus, because like, Daryush just beat Tony Ferguson. He can't do too much more fighting down either. You know what I mean? Like, Oliveira beat Ferguson and he got a fucking title shot. So Benny beats Ferguson and he has to like fight someone that's ranked like way beneath him. Like, I don't see that. I don't know. Hard to say. Tough to say. But the rankings, like, I don't fucking know, man. Then we're getting to a whole other thing. The rankings are like not even really like, they're fucking, they're not. The rankings are made by a panel of media pundits. There's a panel of media pundits that gets together and they come up with the rankings. It's just media bullshit. The UFC doesn't even do the rankings. They don't even do their own rankings. It's media. So, yeah, they're pretty subjective, but yet and still, I think that Daryush, I don't know, man. Benny versus Gaethje is a good fight, dude. Benny versus Justin Gaethje is a good fight. They both slept James Vick. I don't know. What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about Justin versus Daryush? He beat Tony. Now fight and try and beat the guy that beat Tony. I think that makes more sense. That's more of a that stay busy fight makes more sense to me than RDA. Because in Daryush, you're turning back a guy that just beat someone that, like, you beat Tony the fight before Khabib. So I almost think that fight would be a more appropriate fight than RDA. As much as I respect RDA. Nick Alexander's looking to the future. You know, he can see as an Australian. Nick can see into the future. Tell you blokes what's in the future. Islam versus Conor in the future. Nice. The problem is Daryush has stated he's not fighting again until the end of the year. Yeah, and I mean, that's like I said, that's kind of where I'm at. Like, that's the thing. It'll all Dustin and Conor and their fight will take precedence over everything else, as will the winner of that fight. So the winner of that fight is going to get Oliveira at the end of the year, more than likely. So Justin, Benny, anybody else that thinks they might deserve it, they're going to have to fucking wait. They're going to be on the shelf unless they want to take a stay busy fight. And if they want the title shot, they're going to have to wait till like next spring anyway. Unless they just do some crazy shit and they're like, you know what, fuck it, Justin versus Oliveira, or they're like, I don't know. I doubt they're doing that though. Like they're gonna build this Dustin versus Conor thing up. The winner of this incredible trilogy will go on to take go to take on Charles Oliveira. Like they'll have some build up shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of how I see that going down. But what the fuck do I know, man? This is some dipshit 2 cents. Don't know what the hell he's talking about anyway. I just soon keep a little change in my pocket. But yeah, boys, 262 was a rough one. Went 5-7. So the highlight was Cachoeira. I was pretty spot on with Daryush as well, but other than that, it was a bunch of bullshit. Got robbed with Vivian, and then just got a full fucking half dead crow just crammed into my face on that main event, dude. It was rough. Rough, boys. But yeah, just got a few minutes left. I guess I will be back on Wednesday. And on Wednesday, we're going to look at this next card coming up. It's got a bunch of tough to predict fights, in my opinion. I remember skimming over it and being like, man, I don't even know about a couple of these, dude. We'll see, man. I'm definitely have to do some tape. And yeah, I think that's going to be Wednesday. And yeah. Man, I have the wife and I have been watching Castlevania. God damn, that show is so good, man. Like Invincible is awesome. Yes, Invincible is awesome, but like now that show's over, the new episodes of Castlevania are out. Like we haven't quite gotten to the 4th season yet, but it's so fucking good, dude. It's like evil and heroic at the same time. It's horrific and like uplifting at the same time. It's weird, man. It's such an awesome show. Good voice acting, like brutal violence, like rousing action scenes. The animation is fucking top notch, dude. Really, really, really fucking good animation. Good story. Like, and like I said, the voice acting is good. Like, I feel like that's kind of what separates it and shows like Invincible from like other animated shows is like the subject matter and the script and the acting and I mean, obviously you have good writing with Invincible, like with Robert Kirkman. He did all the Walking Dead. Like, that's good writing. But like with Castlevania, like you're talking about a show that's based off a video game, and you still have like a really good story, and like you have real fucking actors. Like you have Richard Armitage like in one of your lead roles. Like it's a good show, man. Fuck yeah. Yeah, man. Well, shit, man. I might get back on that, dude. I might get back on that. I might have to start doing a little TC entertainment segment. Maybe I should just make it a segment. Maybe I should just do that. Maybe I should incorporate that into that's what I might do, man. That's what I might do. I don't know though. It's just tough. Like I know there's some people that really enjoyed those, like, but I didn't get quite the response I got from like these MMA streams. I mean, I know that's what people are more interested in, but there were some people that really liked it. Um, it's just those take a lot of work because I don't like to half-ass them. Like, I'm gonna watch the whole fucking movie. I'm gonna stop it and take notes. Like, I'm gonna look when I'm listening to the album. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pay close attention to it. So, but yeah, I have been wanting to kind of get back into those. It's just yeah, it's definitely some effort. I have to do my homework on those. But but I might start doing them again. I still need to do that fucking Sin City review. The Sin City review and the Bush 16 Stone album review. I listened and watched those. But yeah, Tenet was cool. Tenet was really good. I really liked John David Washington in that. The dude that played the protagonist, I thought he did a really fucking good job. And Pattinson was good in that shit too, man. It was crazy. Like, for the subject matter, like, and the crazy, it like they almost made it kind of make sense. Like, I could still follow the movie for the most part. Like, it was confusing when you tried to think about it too hard, or when I tried to think about it too hard. But if I just kind of just like blur my eyes and just watch it for what it was, I didn't have a whole lot of trouble following. Like, okay, this is what happened here. This is what happened there. I don't really get it, but that's what happened, and kind of like that. That's kind of how I felt about it. But overall, yeah, I give it yeah, like, I'd probably give it like an 8, 8.5. The ending wasn't the best, but the very ending, like the climax wasn't the best to me, but the ending, like it was a satisfying like conclusion, is I guess how I would put it. The climax wasn't the most like I was the most excited earlier on in the movie and like in the middle of it, but the very conclusion, the way they wrapped it up, that was pretty satisfying. So yeah, it was a good movie. It's definitely one of Nolan's better movies. Like, the visuals were the fight scenes were crazy, dude. They really were. Cause that kind of shit, man, when you start to think about it too hard, like, and you start to think about like it's a movie, dude. Like, it's not gonna follow the the laws of physics, and it's just a fucking story. Yeah, it's definitely like, of his original movies, it's his best. Yeah, it's his best since Inception. Hulu, yep. What's up, Owen? Hey, I appreciate that, man. I hope you're doing well, man. I hope everything is going well on the other side of the pond. Yeah, exactly. They're from the future. Exactly. Exactly. Right. They're from the future. They only move backwards. Yeah, that kind of shit. But then when they started introducing like, oh, well, you can't breathe through reversed, like, you can't use the entropy of the air. The air you breathe, it doesn't have its entropy reverse, so you need oxygen to like, I don't know, that shit was started tripping me out, and I was like, that's where it started to lose me. But I was like, okay, it makes sense though. But I did start to get overwhelmed like towards the end because it all kind of like snapped into place at once. Where I was kind of like I didn't have any trouble before that. I was like, okay, this is what happened. You know, blah blah blah. The shit's entropy. Yeah, it's reversed. So the shit, it's not like it just moves backwards, but still forwards. Like it's like okay, I get. But it wasn't like it wasn't to the point where it was frustrating me. It was just kind of like, whoa, that's kind of trippy, kind of like that. That's kind of how I felt. Like I felt challenged by it, but it didn't feel like it was just like it was pissing me off that I couldn't understand it. It wasn't to that point. So yeah, it was good, man. Crazy action scenes. The fight where he's like fighting his like reverse self in the hall is fucking crazy. He's like flipping over him backwards and shit. That shit was wild. You breathe out CO2. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's like I still like I'm trying to think about some things like why did he have to do that? But and the shit like it's like don't run into your old self because it's like but that actually made sense. That part actually makes sense because that is like you can only exist in two places at once. You can exist in two places, but you can't like be doing you have to be doing the reverse of what you're you know what I mean? Like you can't exist in two different places and simultaneously be doing two different things is what I'm trying to say. Like you're still yourself. So you're either moving forward or backwards if you're in the same spot. If you're from the future and you see yourself, you can only move with yourself in reverse is kind of how it is. So that actually does follow like a law of relativity. You can be in two different places at once. You can be in two different times at once, but you can't be like operating independently of each other. There's not like two yous theoretically. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's as I understood that theory of relativity and why time travel is kind of like a paradox. But yeah, it was trippy. I liked it. But yeah, really been geeking out on Castlevania. And yeah, because that's just crazy. Isaac is tearing through the towns. He's like trying to get people to reason with him, but like everyone like tries to turn him away with he's got the demon army. And he's like, look, I'm just trying to pass through. And they're like, no, you will not enter this town. He's like, dude, I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to go through, pass through here, and I'll be on my way. And they're like, you will not enter. And he's like, okay, you know what? Demons, fuck these guys up. And then they just tear him apart, man. I don't know why people they just won't fucking learn, dude. But yeah, that shit's gearing up for something real tight. Like Isaac is on a collision course with some crazy shit. But yeah, I recommend Castlevania to anyone that likes action, animated shit, like violent, crazy stuff. Horror, if you like horror shit, it's awesome. There's one scene he's like talking to because what the Forge Master does is he brings uh souls from hell and puts them into the bodies of like dead people, like reanimates them as a demon, and the demon is like loyal to him and has to follow like his command, like they're under his, you know, um, spell or whatever. But yeah, there's one scene where he's like, there's one of them that can like talk. He's like, I've heard there's one of you that can talk. He's like, you know, come, like, I'm bored. Like, talk to me by the fire here. And it's just really like crazy and like kind of creepy. He's like, tell me. He's like, what was it like for you when you were? He's like, do you remember what your life is like? He's like, parts of it. He's like this crazy, like fly looking creature demon thing. And he was like, yes, I was a philosopher. He's like, but they didn't like philosophers. And like, he's like, how did you die? And he's like, they didn't like my kind, so they put me on trial, and I lied against all these people to like save myself, but they killed me anyway. He's like, that's how I got sent to hell. And then but he's like, now I've been given a new chance. He's like, thank you, Forge Master. He's like, thank you. Like, I'm beginning to see all the like the new possibilities. Is like this demon coming back from the, you know what I'm saying? It's just like this eerie. It's awesome, man. I fucking love that show. Brand. Yeah, man. Brand is yeah, dude. He definitely I've only seen like a couple. I saw his thing where he got his like jujitsu blue belt. That was pretty cool. And but yeah, man, he's definitely feels very strongly about what he believes, for sure. Actually, like a lot of people like hate on Russell Brand. Like I've never really gotten. Like, he's never been my favorite. I don't like, I don't listen to his podcast on the regular, but everything I've heard and clips that I've listened to, like I might not always agree with him, but he at least seems like to think about things critically. At least that's what it seems. And I've always found him like the very least like entertaining, and and he can be pretty damn funny sometimes too. Yeah, it's he's been around for a minute, dude. Because he made the splash in like the late 2000s with Get Him to the Greek, and then since then it's just been like, where the fuck have you been, dude? He was in Forgetting Sarah Marshall and Get Him to the Greek, and that was like the crest of the wave, and it's just obscurity since then. Well, I think I'm gonna wrap it up, boys. I think I'm gonna wrap it up. Um, so yeah, for the record, I was wrong. Charles Oliveira is not a quitter. He's a fucking champion. He has the heart of a champion. And I am really happy for that dude. Seeing him, like, the pure joy that he had holding that belt and what it meant to him, like, how can you not, like, be happy for the dude? You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless of what you thought was going to happen, how can you not be happy for that guy, man? Like, literally holding it like a fucking child, like high stepping around the octagon, like was so happy. He jumped over the fence, like ran over to the fucking commentary desk and like celebrating, ran over to Dana White and thanked him, ran over to his friends and celebrated, ran around the octagon with the belt. Like he was just so fucking happy, dude. It was like brought him to tears, man. And so like, how can you not like, I don't know. I was happy for the guy. As much shit as I talked, as stupid as I felt at that point, and embarrassed as I felt for like being so dismissive of him, I was happy for the dude, man. It was pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Hard to hate people with accents. And banging Carrie paid his best accomplishment. Oh yeah, Brand, yeah. For sure. Appreciate it, dude. Saying. He was. It was like that was like the greatest accomplishment. I mean, and to be fair, for most people, like fighters, like that's the greatest accomplishment, man. UFC champion. There's only you're in a fucking very, very like you're in very elite company. There's been less than what 20 or 30 lightweight champions ever. So yeah, man, super happy for Charles Oliveira. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap her on up, boys. So if anybody asks, 2 cents ate his crow. I ate shit. I felt real fucking stupid. Pretty much everything I said bad about Charles Oliveira came back to bite me. And yeah, I'll be picking the crow out of my teeth for the next few days. And yeah, it'll be awesome. So yeah, anybody that missed out, if you would like to give me some more shit on Twitter or on Wednesday, feel free. I will open up the crow eating all week, all week. So if you missed out, I'll be back on Wednesday, and you get your chance. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody that stopped through and joined me today. I think I hit 11. I think we hit 11, boys. So shout out to you guys for making the stream possible. It wouldn't be a stream. I'd just be sitting here talking to myself otherwise. So I really appreciate y'all, man. Nick, Noah, Ear, my dude Owen Young, Dry Spicy, Artem, Billy. Appreciate y'all stopping through, man. It was a good stream. It's a good stream. Yep. Went off on Tony stands. Went off on I don't know, man. That was all I really went off on. But yeah. Congrats to Charles Oliveira, dude. You want to talk about well fucking deserved? God damn, did he earn that? He earned it the hard way, too. Fight-ending punishment that he had to absorb from Michael Chandler came back and fucking knocked him out. Crazy, dude. Awesome main event. It was actually a really damn good card. Crazy shit happened, man. Jacare got his fucking arm snapped and didn't even really bother him. Tony got his knee popped and just kept fighting. Motherfuckers got knocked out. Pretty tight. Pretty sick. But I'll be back Wednesday. We'll talk some more UFC. But thank you to everyone that stopped through. This has been just my 2 cents. And I hope to catch you boys on the next stream. Peace.